Hi, I'm Tris from Tris and Ellis Reads, and today I'm going to be giving a bookshelf tour. Okay, so first book I'm just gonna be grabbing books off of my shelf, talking about them a little bit and showing them to you. You know, stuff like that. First book is the Divergent series by Veronica Rossi. I don't know if you can see it right here. These books. Can't really see the bottom shelf of my shelf, but yeah. This is the books that got me into reading. This is the first dystopian series I ever read, and well, yeah, these are the books that got me into reading. I read these about a year ago, and I kind of hopped onto the train a tad bit late because I read them when they all were out. But I really loved them, and I really enjoyed the first two movies. I have not yet seen the third one yet, but I am excited, so yeah. Okay. Next is Lola and the Boy Next Door and Anna and the French Kiss by Stephanie Perkins. Sorry these are backwards. We don't really have great technology, as I said, but yeah. But the love in these books is just so amazing and so well written, and I have not yet read the third book, Isla and the Happy Ever After, sorry. But I hopefully will soon. But I have to borrow my books from the library most of the time. That's why I don't have a very big shelf. I have to, yeah. But yeah. Next is the Maximum Ride series by James Patterson. This is a series that most people don't read, and I don't know why. It's really amazing. But I hated the last book. This right here is the last book, and I did not like it. The ending is terrible. Spoiler, my favorite character dies. And spoiler. And well, yeah, I hated that he died. And she ended up with the other guy and they had a kid together, which didn't make sense. But James Patterson has his ways, so I recommend it. It's a good book trilogy, book series. It's 9 books, so. Next is Twilight by Stephenie Meyer. I have been shamed for reading Twilight. Most of my friends say, "Why did you read Twilight? Those are such valuable books." No, they're not. This is also a book series that got me into reading, and I jumped on this train so late. I read these around Christmas time, so about 6 months ago. Yeah, that's how long ago it's been since I've read these, but I really love them. The love is really no words for it, really. But yeah, I loved the Twilight books. I think they were very well written, and I don't know why some people don't like them, but they are amazing. Next is the Lunar Chronicles by Marissa Meyer. I only have the guide. I read the other books from my library, but I have not yet read the 4th installment yet, Winter. But I will soon as I can. I have a very big, gigantic reading list for this summer. So the Lunar Chronicles are fairy tale retellings, and it's about these creatures on the moon called lunars. The creatures are called lunars, and they live on Luna, which is the moon. And there's emperors, and then it takes place in Bang, I think it is. But yeah. Next is the Watersong series by Amanda Hawkins. Most people do not read this. There has not been that many people who have read these, but they are amazing books, and I think you should totally read them. If you love Greek mythology, these are the books. They're about sirens and Persephone, Demeter, Zeus, Hades. They talk about how, and I don't really know how to word this, but it's about this girl, Gemma, who's on the front cover. She gets turned into a siren by a group of girls, and they kill their other siren. There has to be 4 sirens for them all to live, and the main character, the person who turned the main character, Gemma, into a siren is about maybe 4,000 years old, I think. But it's a great series. Totally should read it. Next is the John Green books. Fault in Our Stars. There are no words. There are no words for this book. This book made me cry. When Gus died, I laughed because I was in denial. This book made me cry so hard, and I cannot even begin to explain. And then Paper Towns didn't really give me any feels, but that doesn't mean I didn't love it as much as I loved The Fault in Our Stars. Next is, hang on, let me get it. If I Stay series by Gail Forman. This is only a 2-book series. I don't really like the way the last book ends, but I don't really like what happens to Mia in these books and the journey her and Adam take, but I mean, there are really no words for them. I love Mia. She's a very strong character. What she goes through is what no one should ever have to go through. Spoiler, she lost all her family, so yeah, and spoiler. And, well, there are no words. I'm usually at a loss of words for books, so yeah, but these books are amazing. Totally should read them. And next is a series that most people don't like, but I can't help but love. This is probably going to be my 3rd favorite series of all time, after The Mortal Instruments and The Infernal Devices, not in that order though. And this is The Maze Runner by James Dashner. Some people say it's very repetitive, but I didn't really think so. One cannot help but love Newt, Thomas, and Minnow. They are amazing characters, okay? Couldn't be more well written. And Thomas and Newt are like some of my favorite characters ever. No words, and I hate what happens in the Death Cure. I'm still a little bitter about that, but I'm gonna try and get over it. By the way, the Fever Code, which is Thomas's history, is coming out this November, and I'm really excited for it. Yay! Okay. Next is The Hunger Games by Susan Collins. Mockingjay tore up my soul. I'm gonna start with that. Mockingjay tore up my soul. But it doesn't give me time to grieve. It's like, spoiler, death, 5 pages, 10 pages, death, 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 death everywhere. And spoiler. So yeah. But amazing series. This is another series that got me into reading. And I jumped on this train really, really, really late. This is another series I read around Christmas time. So yeah, this book is an amazing series, and I highly recommend it. Okay. And the last series, certainly not least though, is a selection series by Kiera Koss. I don't know if I said her last name right, sorry. But this is basically about a fairy tale. Basically a fairy tale. And, here, I'm going to read you, there's a little line right here, and I'm going to read it. Okay. For 35 girls, the selection is a chance of a lifetime. That's what got me to read these books. You should totally read these books. I read these books in about a day. See, they're not that big. But yeah, I love them. I have read all of them except The Crown, but I have been spoiled for what happens in The Crown, and I am very upset about that. But amazing series. I also recommend this. And that is it for my book tour. I have other books I'm going to be talking about, but I do not have them. I have a very limited book supply, and I get most of my books from the library, from my county library, and I hate that, but it's just how it is. And, yeah. But I will be talking about a lot of books, like the Shadowhunters. I have none of those books. If you see it right here, the Bane Chronicles, right here. This is Carry On by Rainbow Rowell. But the Bane Chronicles is amazing. You should read it. Read all of Cassandra Clare's books. And by the way, I don't know if you know this or not, but there is a Magnus Bane trilogy coming out. And it is an adult series, so you know it's going to be for mature audiences, but I am still going to read it. Magnus Bane is like one of my all-time favorite characters ever. And Magnus is amazing. I mean, he's a warlock. No words. Well, that is the end of my bookshelf tour. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Bye!